Yo, what's happening, everybody? Just thought I'd throw together a late night podcast here on September 3rd. It's 7 o'clock rather than 8 o'clock because I'm getting ready to go to sleep because I got to get up early tomorrow morning and head back to Los Angeles. So I thought I'd do a live from my mother's basement podcast right now before I leave town to go back out on tour, this time on the West Coast. I would really like to thank everybody that came to the shows throughout the summer months. From Memorial Day to this past weekend, Labor Day weekend, I sold out more shows than I've ever sold out in my entire life, from the top of New Jersey all the way down to the bottom of New Jersey, Boston, Connecticut, and so many different parts of Florida. Thank you, everybody, for coming to all the shows. I hope that I made you laugh and forget about your troubles, whether it be for an hour or for a week or for so much time. I appreciate you coming. This world is in such ridiculousness that I seriously would like to be president of the United States. I'm seriously considering doing it because, yes, I have my thoughts on how we should run the country, but I think we need a kinder world. Someone who can actually speak to so many different people who are angry for all the right reasons. And we can make that happen, and I know just how to do it. My mother used to say a long time ago when I was a little kid, if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, don't say anything at all. And maybe those words of wisdom from back in the day should be the words of wisdom that we share throughout the world today. And I think we can make that happen. Plus, I think we need someone to run the country who knows how to be poor, instead of all these filthy rich people who have no idea what it's like to make a decision. Should I have 2 slices of pizza or just 1? Because I can't afford the 2. Or maybe I should buy 2 slices of pizza and give 1 to my kid and 1 to myself, or something like that. And I think you people understand exactly what I'm talking about. Italian comedy, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Anthony, it's nice to see you. So many people write into the show in lightning speed that I can't say hello to everybody that fast, but you know damn well that I would like to. I love people. I love meeting people from different parts of the world, different cultures, different races. Man, I tell you, if we were all the same race, this world would be fucking boring as shit. Let's get out there and taste somebody else's food. We'll always come back to the Italian food, but there's no reason why we can't taste somebody else's food. All right, so over here, good evening. It's nice to see you. Nico, how are you? Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for writing into the show so fast like this, especially people here on Facebook as well. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, while you're watching right now on Facebook Live and also Instagram Live, the show is also being recorded, and you can listen to it and watch it time and time again. This is episode 104, just me by myself down the basement, wanting to rant and rave and talk a little bit. But you can always listen to it on your favorite podcast app. You can go to iTunes, Google, Spotify. I'm also on DDV Radio every night at 8 o'clock, and you can listen to me all the time on ItalianAmericanRadio.com. You can also earn some money by watching and listening to a podcast. My podcast, you can get gifts at Starbucks. You can get gifts at Dunkin' Donuts and gas cards. So don't forget, find your favorite podcast app, tune in, watch, learn, listen, have some fun. Quick shout out to my brothers at the Broken Liver Club. They wrote in on Instagram already. One of the greatest letters that I've ever gotten came from this gentleman over at the Broken Liver Club. And he sent me some great shirts. He has a shirt company that makes shirts. He sent me the first ever live from my mother's basement t-shirt. How badass is this? Live from my mother's basement t-shirt. They're going to go on sale in a couple of months. They actually say on the back, "Make America Italian Again." See that? Make America Italian Again. And not only if you go to my website and check out the new shirts, but we got these that say Locatelli cheese. Some of them don't, some of them do. And you can check out the shirt. It says, Mike Marino live, Make America Italian Again. They come in shirts, sizes for guys, sizes for girls, different cuts. It's really, really badass. and I will get them out to you myself personally. So if you want some swag, you want to walk around with a shirt that says Make America Italian Again, I'll tell you right now, you will get stopped wherever you go. If you're walking around with a shirt that says Make America Italian Again on the shoulders, you're going to get stopped somewhere, and somebody's going to say, hey, where'd you get that? They're going to want to take a picture of your shirt. They're going to think it's really, really funny, and that's a good thing. Tell them it's from Mike Marino's podcast, Make America Italian Again, live from my mother's basement, all that great stuff. They're going to laugh, they're going to have fun, and it's going to make them hungry, and it's going to make you happy, all right? So, Lauren, it's nice to see you. Judy, it's nice to see you. Jenny O'Donnell, man. Hey, listen, I'm coming back to Los Angeles tomorrow, guys. I got a lot of shows if you're in the Los Angeles area. Alex Montoya, it's nice to see you. Hey, Emilio, I hope you're watching this show, finally. Caught him live. So, Jim Mulcahy, thank you so much for always being a great sponsor. JJ. Joe Buscaino, I'm sorry, man. I owe you a phone call. Ladies and gentlemen, quite some time ago, me and about 12 guys from New York and New Jersey, guys and girls, we started the first ever Feast of San Gennaro in Los Angeles, California. We had it in Hollywood. It was actually called the Jimmy Kimmel, Adam Carolla Feast of San Gennaro, starring yours truly, Mike Marino, and I hosted all these great shows. At that time, my friend Joe Buscaino was basically a police officer at LABD. Well, now he's a big shot, and he's, I don't know, maybe the governor, the president, or some shit like that. But, Joe, I'm so sorry. I owe you a phone call. I'm on my way back to Los Angeles, and I know in Los Angeles they're having a big festa on October 5 in Little Italy in Los Angeles. I just got done doing 4 and 5 days over here at the Italian Festa at St. Bart's, where I went to catechism, and it was a lot of fun. Meatball sandwiches. I saw my friend Patricia Wise. I saw Valerie, Joe. Everybody was there. Emilio, what's on the menu tonight? Well, I'm not going to eat too much tonight. I got to try to work off all the food that I just ate in the last 3 days over at the Feast of St. Bart's. When will you be near Sacramento again? Thank you so much for asking that question, Alex Montoya, and thank you so much for writing into the show. For all you people in Northern California, and I do mean way up north, on October 5, Alex, I'm going to be in Antonacci. Antonacci, I don't even know how to say it, but I will be at the El Capitan Theater in Antioch, California. That's October 5. Log on to MikeMarino.net and grab yourself some tickets. It's a 1,000-seat theater in Antioch, California, the El Capitan Theater. And I will also be on November 8, 9, and 10 at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento, California. Anybody, please subscribe. Just go to my YouTube channel, or just go to my website, MikeMarino.net. You subscribe, and I send you out a newsletter. You read where I'm going, what I'm doing, what's going on in the news, what's going on in my world, how to pick up some swag. Talk to you all about my sponsors, and you can find out when I'm coming into your neighborhood. If you want to unsubscribe, you just unsubscribe. Not going to wave to a bunch of people. On this tour here on the East Coast, hey, Oklahoma, what's going on? It's nice to see you, James. I got some shows in Oklahoma next year in 2020, and I also have shows in Kansas. That's right, we're hitting Kansas. Next year is going to be crazy, folks. This year, before the end of the year, I got New York City, Boston, upstate New York, New Jersey, NJ Pack, and then the island, Staten Island, Long Island, Borgata, Atlantic City, back to the Count Basie. I'm a blessed, funny fuck. I got more shows than I know what to do with, and I'm having a lot of fun, so make sure you come out. Alex, Antioch, yes, very close to you. Alex, spread the rumor, baby. Here I come. Make America Italian Again comes to Antioch on October 5, El Capitan Theater. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. I could have it wrong. Why don't you go to MikeMarino.net, check it out, and I'll come to your area. The San Gennaro, Little Italy on Mulberry Street, September 12 through 22. That I know, Valerie. Unfortunately, I'll be in California at that particular moment. No, wait a minute, I won't. I'll be in New York City. Am I out of my mind? Valerie, September. Hold on. I got to look up my own schedule. September 19th, I'm at Gotham's Comedy Club in New York City. That's right. Make America Italian Again. We'll be performing during the Feast of San Gennaro at the world famous Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, September 19th. Get your tickets. We're going to sell this motherfucker out. All right, it's only 300 seats. I don't think I'd ever say that in my entire life. It's only 300 seats, but I've been doing seats that are in the thousands, so let's make that shit happen, all right? Valerie, I hope you're going to come to the show. Hey, Eric, how you doing? It's nice to see you. You know we need choices. Announce your presidency. Yeah, right. Well, in a couple of months, I might have to throw my hat in the ring because I would know how to run the country. Trust me. I would never tweet, and I would take a lot of suggestions from real people, not people that have no idea what it's like to be real, actually. So anyway, hey, Mike, good seeing you at the feast. Thank you so much. It was great seeing you at the feast. It was great seeing so many people from Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, which is where I went to school, home of the Raiders. That's right, the Raiders. So thank you, everybody, for coming over to all the shows. Let's bring up a subject matter before I let everybody know where I'm going. A young man came over to my place, recommendation from a fellow Italian, and he was going to clean my car, you know, detail. Not just the car wash, but they come over and they wax your car, they wash the inside of the car, Armor All, but he don't use Armor All, use better shit. Hello, hi from Summit, New Jersey. It's nice to see you. Oh, I'm going to buy you a big Italian meatball. Well, come on, Valerie, bring it to me. Tommy, how you doing? Coming to Tom's River. Yes, I will. I'm coming to Tom's River. All you guys got to do is go to my website, please, MikeMarino.net. Come on, you can do it. Subscribe. I'll send you cool shit. Trust me. I can send you no spams. All right, so the guy comes over to clean my car, wax my car. He's a young guy. His name is Frank Separulo. Emilio, if you're watching the show, tell Frank to get on the horn right now and watch what I'm doing because I told him I was going to do this. Young Frank Separulo comes over to my house and he decides he's going to go ahead and wax the car. He vacuums it, he washes it, he waxes it. The car looked fucking unbelievable. Mwah! Nice and shiny. Because I'm an Italian kid. I like things nice and neat and clean, you know. I use the new car scent. It's a new car anyway. So as a kind gesture, he brings me over a jar of homemade, what he said was sauce. This is sauce. Now, this is the way a nice Italian guy would come over the house and say, hey, paisan, I love watching your show. I think you're great. I think you're funny. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to clean your car. From my family to yours, here's homemade sauce that we made in the driveway. They make this in the driveway. They smash the fuck out of the tomatoes. They're rolling around there and they make it, right? So I want to do a nice big shout out to my friend, Frank Separulo. If you're in the tri-state area, especially Jersey, Scotch Plains area, let's not get nuts. Call Frank Separulo. His number's 908-967-7255. If you want your car detailed, he comes to your house, uses your hose, uses your electric, washes your car. It looks phenomenal, and he does it all by hand. I want you to call Frank Separulo, 908-967-7255, and get your car detailed. Tell him Mike Marino sent you. Which brings up another subject matter. For a lifetime, Italians argued amongst themselves as to what to call what's in this jar. Some people call it sauce, and some people call it gravy. What's the difference? There is a difference. This argument has been around for a lifetime, and they fight like crazy about it. The dialect, the regions, the different parts of Italy, some say sauce, some say gravy. A lot of people think we say gravy because we're from New Jersey. That's not true. My mother's from Italy, and she always said gravy. Now, this would be called sauce because there's nothing in it but sauce. Marinara sauce. But if there was meat in there, from meatballs or sausages or pork or braciole or something that made meat within the sauce, it was called gravy. Understand? Gravy. This is sauce. I agree. But if it had meat in there, it would be called gravy. Now, no matter what you call it, I'm happy to have it. Because I'm going to boil my pasta, which I always said macaroni, and then I'm going to take this homemade sauce that was made by my friend Frank Separulo's family, and I'll pour it all over my macaroni, and I'm going to have the most delicious dinner. And what am I going to put on top of that, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. What am I going to put on top of that? Locatelli cheese. I can't see it. Over here. Locatelli cheese. You take the locatelli cheese, you put it all over the sauce or gravy, on your macaroni. You eat like a son of a bitch. And you know what you use to stir that sauce or gravy? A wooden spoon. And where do you get your wooden spoon? From the kitchen that your mother made you stand and watch and learn how to make this sauce so that you would know how to take care of your family. Or you'll get one of these spoons, one of the biggest spoons you've ever seen in your entire life, from the Wooden Spoon podcast, and you stir your sauce. Look at this, huh? This would discipline the living shit out of any kid that got out of line. Bang, right in the head. That kid will change his mind about being an asshole the rest of his life. So take it from me. That is conclusion of whether we call it sauce or gravy. Now you have the answer, and that's real. Now take my podcast and shove it down everybody's throat that's Italian and say, he's right. That's the way it is. That's the way it's done. That's Mike Marino. Let's get on his show, and let's continue forward. Right now, Tom, it's nice to see you. Valerie, thank you so much, Valerie. I hope you come to the shows. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Holy smokety smokes. So many people writing in so fast, I can't get it. My brother says the same thing. He's out of the will. You see, some Italian people, they take this so seriously, they don't want to know you. You call it sauce, that's out. You're out of the family. You're out of the family. Get the fuck out of here. But that's the way we did it. So, on a serious note, I'm sad to see that the world is in such craziness. When I was in high school, when I was in junior high, when I was in grammar school, even when I went to kindergarten, my family never had to worry about us getting shot at. Their biggest worry was, did we have enough milk for lunch? Did you have your nickel to buy that little thingy of milk? Did you have to stay after school because you were tardy and you had to clap erasers? Do you remember these terms? But everybody was friendly and nice to each other. Oh, somebody just wrote to me in Italian. Un po' di ricotta too with the sauce. Oh, God, I love ricotta cheese. Oh, regatta, we used to call it, regatta. Somebody's calling me and right to the show right now. I can't take in call-ins. I'm afraid that somebody might get in trouble. Sauce comes in a jar. Gravy is made with love. Bingo. Thank you so much for saying that. So we were talking about this serious subject matter. I hate seeing that. Now, I don't blame the president. But if I was president of the United States, I damn sure would find the cure to that shit. And I know exactly what to do. Kids are not supposed to have weapons, ladies and gentlemen. They're not supposed to have weapons. Now, I know everybody wants to say, oh, you know, you have the right to bear arms. Yeah, okay. In case what? A bear comes in your house and you need a musket gun to shoot him to get away? I mean, let's think about that. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need bombs. You don't need a bazooka. Come on now. I mean, come on. Let me be president of the United States. I'll take care of that. I'll take a young kid like that, give him a machine gun, throw on a camouflage uniform, put him on a plane, and send him to the front line. Go ahead, protect the United States. Shoot whoever you want. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? There's this whole thing in the news today about they don't want the jail in this area. They don't want the jail in that area. And then somebody was saying, we should just rehabilitate some of these people. Rehabilitate somebody who shot the fuck out of a couple hundred people. Let them go home to your house. Let them stay with you for a little while. Let me see how much rehabilitating gets done. I was watching this thing on the ID channel. This kid, for some reason or other, 15 years old, killed his mother and father. Then he killed his grandmother and his grandfather. And he waited a day. Then he killed his sister. And they wanted to figure out, you think he's nuts? You think he's nuts? Don't make me become president. I'll let you know how fast I'll deal with that shit. I mean, come on. Enough's enough, ladies and gentlemen. Enough's enough. You have the right to bear arms. Buy yourself, here. You want to protect yourself? Get a fucking wooden spoon. Anybody comes into your house that's not supposed to be in your house, you crack them right in the fucking head Trust me, he ain't coming back. Besides, every corner of this house has a baseball bat. That's the way I grew up. You want to protect yourself, get yourself a baseball bat. Crack somebody right in the knee. Not in the head, in the knee. So he could talk about how much pain he's in. If my house was ever broken into and somebody came at me right in the knee, boom, and when he goes down, then you hit him in the elbows, boom, boom, and then he can't do nothing, but he could scream. So when you're calling the cops, I'm like, yeah, he broke in. He wants to tell you how he feels. The nuns had the weapons back in the day. There were nuns at the feast drinking beers, and they deserve it. And they were funny and fun. But I'll tell you what, you don't mess with a nun. She'll straighten you right out. I remember my first grade, second grade, I had nuns. And they were scary, boy. Boom, they'd hit you right in the hand. Bang, bang. Anthony Rodia, you're in Florida? Oh, shit, I hope you're all right, bro, because the news about Florida, I feel so bad for all the people in Florida, the Bahamas, wherever the storm hit Dorian. Sad note, ladies and gentlemen, some pretty bad stuff that's going on out there. So quick prayer. Hope everybody's okay. Always okay. I was supposed to go to Florida over the weekend. Me and my fellow entertainer, Gary Pastore, and Ronnie Marmo, we were all lucky to be in a TV project called Silent Partners, and I hope it hits television someday. But we didn't go to see the premiere because of the storm that was going on down there. So be careful out there, my fellow entertainer brother, nice Italian fella, Anthony Rodia. You guys probably know him. He's one of the funniest comedians working out on the circuit today. He's on the internet. You got to check out what he's doing. And so on and so forth. He's nuts. Well, Valerie, I don't know who you're saying is nuts, but thank you so much. Hey, Carlo Valerio, the original voice of the radio. He's on animalhouseradio.com. And he inspired me to actually do this type of particular show. And Carlo, I really would like to talk to you. Or maybe I'll give you a call tonight. I should be done with this podcast in about 10 minutes. I do have to get to bed. I got a 7 o'clock flight back to Los Angeles. Doing a show tomorrow night at Off the Hook in Naples, West Coast. It's all good. All right, well, be careful. Carlo, Mike, you handsome devil. Wow, nothing like a guy calling me a handsome devil. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Somebody's got to say I'm handsome. Nobody subscribed to my channel. I don't see any subscriptions. What the hell you people are doing? Subscribe. Have some fun. All right, listen. Somebody just mentioned coffee. I want you all to go out there and buy Bada Bean coffee. Bada Bean coffee. And don't forget, I did say it was sauce and not gravy. Nice big shout out to Florence Ravioli for always catering Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. I love them very, very much. That's Florence Ravioli right here on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, the original Florence Ravioli. I'm going back to Los Angeles tomorrow, so I'm going to get my fill. Foggia Italian Market in Delhi, which is in Lakewood, California. You want to buy some nice Italian food, you go to A Taste of Italy. This is Foggia Italian Market and Delhi, right down by the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, California, where I'll be playing this week. Also, the Laugh Factory in Hollywood this Thursday night at 8 o'clock, so make sure you guys come down to the show. Nice big shout out again to my friends over at the Wooden Spoon podcast, my friends over, I'm almost out of power, and my friends at the Broken Liver Club. Nice shout out to my fellow comedians. The Uncle Louie Variety Show. Don't forget, these guys are very, very funny. I love entertainers. I love all kind of comedians. I love actors. You guys got to support this shit because that's what we do. When are you coming back to Chicago? Thank you so much, Helen. I should be in Chicago in the beginning of next year, 2020. Listen, I got to get going, folks. I had a lot of fun just bringing to you a 20-minute podcast right now. If you want to find out when I'm coming into your neighborhood, really, just go to MikeMarino.net. From California, Chicago, Boston, Staten Island, Long Island, NJ Pack here in New Jersey, the Borgata in New Jersey, Count Basie here in New Jersey, some of the biggest theaters in the country I will be performing at. If you guys want to sponsor a show, all you have to do is instant message me. I'll show you how you get some big shout outs on a show like this. Other than that, remember, let's make America Italian again. I always say the same thing. You don't know none, you didn't see none, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. Good night.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.